Happy Gemini new moon, tarot lovers. We've got the Page of Pentacles starting us off, and these will be short love messages, short love readings for the signs of Pisces, Aries, and finally Taurus. We're using the Shadowscapes Tarot deck. And we are starting with Pisces. The Emperor. Divine masculine energy on the table then, Pisces. And we started with an indication that this would be a message about security, although these are definitely love messages that I wanted to do around this time. And the Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck. The Chariot card. Maybe there may be a prominent Cancerian energy here. With the Chariot card showing. So I think what is clearly coming through here, Pisces, is that you are being advised to move into and toward your own independence, and away from the individual that you may have your mind and heart focused on as far as your love life at this time. We have the Emperor card here. So yes, divine masculine energy on the table. Absolutely. And someone charming, seemingly very emotional. Yes. But what I see here is that there's like the feminine energy not really being on the same level as the masculine energy here. Now, that could mean that you're dealing with a masculine energy whose feminine side isn't as matured as the masculine aspects that you're attracted to, or it could be the other way around, that there is a masculine here who is ready for this connection, and there's a feminine here who is maybe actually trying to do the courting and the wooing and is not actually ready to live up to the promises, the emotional offers that she's making, or he, either way. You see, either way, I think it's that whom you're dealing with isn't really on your level and isn't really ready to follow through with what they are offering you emotionally. Specifically, they may be overflowing with how they feel about you, but those notions don't necessarily have longevity yet. There is no promise of that, and you're advised towards your independence in terms of your love life. It just seems very, very clear and plain. And it, again, there may be prominent Cancerian energy here, or Aries energy also at play, possibly Pisces, yes, but I wouldn't get too hung up on the signs. And I do see you being advised to push ahead full speed with this Chariot card as well, toward the type of individual, type of partnership, type of relationship, type of love that you truly dream about, that you truly desire, that will truly support you, that is on your level. You can really take a shortcut to that victory, and begin that journey sooner rather than later if you don't insist on spending time learning lessons like these over and over and over again. I'm not saying anything negative about this individual. I just don't think they're ready for you, basically, Pisces. But that's where we will leave your very short love message for this Gemini new moon time period and energy. So do make the most of that moving forward. And I hope that the needed insight was able to reach you. I have so much love for you, Pisces, and I can't wait to do another reading for us. Take care. Hey, Aries. Four of Swords to start you out for your Gemini new moon messages in May 2020. Try to keep that in mind moving forward. And the Hierophant. Nice. A lot of you may be dealing with a Taurian energy specifically in regards to your love life. Also have the 10 of Pentacles. Representing what you're faced with at this time. And then we have the 8 of Cups is your advice here. So you are advised to walk away from something that is not meant for you. I see, let's see, bottom of the deck. 7 of Fire, 7 of Wands. It's in reverse. So let's set this up for you. I think you can kind of see all those. Okay. Okay, so I see someone immediately here who is very set in their ways and capable of deep commitment, in a deeply rooted commitment for a lot of you. But also we're dealing with someone here who's very set in their ways. Is that your partner or potential partner? It may be you, because you are advised here to walk away from what is no longer meant for you. Because what we see crossing you, what we see on your path here, is a very abundant home. More than just a home, more than just a family, but the type of security that provides for both and multiple generations. And on this particular depiction of the 10 of Pentacles, what looks like a fearsome partnership. Very wealthy, very healthy, very stable and secure again. And so it seems to go hand in hand with this committed personality type that we already see here. That makes sense, that's exactly what that type of deep-rooted commitment could grow. That's exactly the type of partnership that very faithful individual would be a part of. Exactly the type of home, family, system, structure. And so you may be advised, someone may be advised here to walk away from what's no longer meant for them, because you just may be too set in your own ways to fully move into this, again, secure and stable home picture. Because we see what the reading's all about here at the top is someone letting their defenses down. And below that Seven of Wands is the Death card. So someone may need to transform here. Yeah. Transform in order to move forward as part of a unit. Whereas, you know, they may just be really stubborn and set in their ways. Now, if it's not you, if that's someone else, and you're waiting for their walls to come down, you're waiting for them to be less defensive. Yeah, maybe there may also be some competition on the table too, but it's more like the lack thereof for some reason. I'm not even sure how that fits in, but yeah, if it's you that's waiting for someone to let down their walls and their defenses, you may need to walk away rather than wait too long. But I think that's just for a few, and for most of you, it's more about wanting to be a part of this commitment and this home and needing to walk away from certain things that were just a part of your life when you were more solo, right? So that's what I see coming through for you, Aries. I do hope that the needed insight was able to reach you here. And I truly have a lot of love for you and cannot wait to do another reading for you. So make the most of this Gemini new moon energy until then. Hey, Taurians. Four of Pentacles starting you out talking about protecting your boundaries. Are you trying to do a little bit too much of that? We just saw some of that with Aries in the reading right before yours. Let's see what comes through for you. King of Pentacles, immediately a card that does remind me of Taurus. Someone very in touch with and really the master of their physical world, their physical existence. Then the Hermit card. Some of you may be dealing with a Virgo energy, and it could be another Taurus or a Capricorn, of course. But we see Virgo energy here in the Hermit card. And we are using the Shadowscapes Tarot deck, Taurians. I'm going to get one more card for you for your very short love reading for the time surrounding and following the Gemini new moon this May 2020. That card is the Five of Cups. Bottom of the deck has your other major arcana card here, the Judgment card. Very beautiful version of the Judgment card. So I hope you can see these, Taurians. So Taurians, I do think I see that there is a new flame here. The Ace of Wands was below that Judgment card. And I do think this is all about a wake-up call for you. It's a wake-up call that a mourning period needs to take place. For some of you, it may be that a mourning period has been going on too long. For some of you, isolation has been going on too long. Focus on loss has been going on too long. But I think that's for the few. I think for many of you, there's a wake-up call that a mourning period needs to happen. And that is why someone is withdrawing. Someone is going into a period of introspection, reflection, taking a lot of time for meditation, and looking within for some answers that they feel they can only find by giving them to themselves, by finding them within themselves. So that may be you, or that may be who you are dealing with, Taurians, who your mind and heart is focused on. What I think I see here is that the masculine energy, and that doesn't necessarily mean the man, but it seems that the masculine energy here has his arms wide open, is ready to receive, as I said, is very stable, organized, is the master of his physical realm. Maybe that means his resources and his wealth. It almost certainly means his health. He feels in control of his physical realm. And this, this masculine energy can absolutely be a female as well, but there's someone here in a masculine energy who is ready to embrace this other, and the other seems, as I said, focused on higher pursuits, focused within, needing some time of isolation. So the wake-up call could be that you need to notice how necessary this mourning period is for this period of reflection, at least after some loss, is for them, to be respectful of that. Sort of, like the reading saying, hello, you need to let that happen. If you care about them, that needs to happen. This is something they need. Or vice versa, if you're the one who's going through that, then the reading is saying, this can't be ignored. This is, you may think that you're sort of over something or strong enough, but you can't bypass that period. Even though someone else is ready to move forward, if you are not, you're not. And as I said, then for some of you, it can be the other way around, that you have been mourning too long, and it's a wake-up call that the type of partner that you want, that you're looking for, that matches you, is here and ready and waiting, and it's time for you to come out of that mourning and show up. So yes, that is for some Taurians as well. I felt like that was more for the few rather than for the many, but maybe you all can let me know. So that's really what I see coming through for you here, Taurians. Again, these are your messages for the time surrounding and following the Gemini new moon. That can also mean that they just need to come out at this time, and they are something that needs to be clarified from your deep past, or just your past or future, right? But likely with these short readings, I feel that they would be about this concise time period for most. So I hope the needed insight, or at least some of it, was able to reach you here, Taurians. I truly love reading for you and can't wait to do so again. And yeah, I hope you're all making the most of this energy moving forward. Continue to do so. I truly have a lot of love for you. And we'll speak again soon. Take care.